This is your handy dandy ol'fart handyman. Today we're going to do a sink splash guard replacement. If your sink looks like that, where you can see the inside, that is not a good thing. It should be something like that, that you can push the food through there, but it doesn't splash back out. So that means it needs to be replaced. So I'll show you how to do that coming up. Okay, so obviously before you even start, you have to make sure you have ordered the right replacement part. You need to look at your disposer. This is the Kenmore, and order the right part for it. Did that, we're here. Now that we've got the part, we start work. First thing, you need to make sure that the area around the disposer is clear. Unless you're neat like me and you don't keep anything underneath here except maybe a RO filter, which needs to be moved out of the way. But notice how it's clutter free. It's nice when you keep it that way. Oh, that stuff there, yeah, I don't know where that stuff belongs, but anyway. Okay, secondly, I would suggest putting a towel underneath. Make sure any water when you disconnect the lines is soaked up by the towel. You will need one of these handy dandy tools. If you don't have this, if you lost it, a screwdriver is fine. Oops. Screwdriver is fine to basically put it into the little tabs there, and then that's what you loosen that ring to drop the entire disposer down. So that's coming up next. Okay, once you've got everything protected with towels and everything out of the way, then I've already done this. I disconnected the disposer from the plumbing here. I'm not going to disconnect any other lines, don't need to, because it's just going to drop down, and let it rest on the towel while I replace the gasket. Alright, so up here I turn the knob with my handy dandy tool. You're not supposed to let it drop, but anyway, there it is. Simple as that. There's the O-ring. The gasket. You just pull it off. Would be easier if I had a screwdriver handy, but I left them all in the garage. Yeah, let me do that. Let me pause and I'll come back. Okay, so I'll explain something that this project is typical of any project that I do around the house, and that is I start with a basic tool, a screwdriver, a pair of pliers, a hammer, whatever, and I usually end up with half or 3/4 of my toolbox with me because I end up getting more and more pieces or more and more things that I need, so little by little they all end up right next to me. Anyway, okay, so with a screwdriver I'm able to remove this worn, tattered gasket, or splash guard, I should call it by the proper name. Alright, then I would strongly urge you to basically wipe down the collar before you put the new one on, just to make sure all the schmut and everything else is cleaned off. Kind of dirty, kind of gross. Anyway, all right, that's pretty much it. Not gonna make it squeaky clean. I mean, this garbage disposer, so it's gonna get dirty. All right, there's a new one again. And I have to stretch it around the collar to get it to fit correctly, or not. All right, there it is. Hope you can see. Yep. All right. Now I'm going to put it back in place. Let me take a short break. Okay, now comes the fun part. Should be able to just lift it up and twist the collar to lock it in place, just enough to tie it in. I think it's in on both sides. Alright, then take my handy dandy tool, put it in a little slot, and tighten it down. Don't want to tighten it down too much because I still got to go back and reconnect the water line. Alright, so let's see where the water line is. Drain line, I should say, not the water line. Drain pipe. Okay. That was a little tricky. I had to move the camera so I could get in here, but basically had to bring this pipe up so I can get the fitting in there correctly. Alright, and hand tighten it. I'll get a channel lock so I can tighten it some more. See, that's tool number 2. Be right back. Okay, I'm back with, this is not a real serious channel lock, but it'll get the job done, I think. Or not. Or not. Alright. Okay, it worked. Good enough. Alright. Check everything else. Make sure nothing has come out of place. Okay, didn't remove that. I'll make sure that this is tight one more time. Good and snug. Don't get carried away. But alright. That's it. I think that's it. Let's look at it from up above and we'll see how pretty it looks. Woohoo! Pretty. Good as new. That's it, my friends. That's all there's to it. See? It took me longer to record this than actually do the job. And I only brought out 2 tools. Screwdriver. Where's the screwdriver? There it is. And my rinky-dink channel locks. Alright. Now I gotta put everything back in place. Oh, that's right. I keep this clean. I said that earlier, didn't I? Alright. Well, hope you enjoyed it. And if you didn't, I'm sorry. Maybe there'll be more, maybe there won't be more videos. Have a good day. Bye.